What's up, everybody? It's Regent. So a few weeks ago, I was having a very busy day, and I was just running around doing shit with my family and doing shit with other shit. So I decided I was gonna stop in at my local Walmart and pick up a nice, refreshing beverage. And as I was on my way out of the Walmart, I was walking through the parking lot, and I approached my car, and on a curb next to this other car was a phone. So I picked up the phone and I knocked on the window of the car next to it, which happened to be full of a bunch of girls that looked like they're about 18 or 19 or something like that. And to my surprise, they all said, "No, not our phone." And so I said, "Oh, well, I guess someone lost their phone." And they're like, "Yeah, I guess so." So I didn't think anything of it. I finished up my interactions with those girls, and this is where the story intertwines with another story I've told, smoking with random girls at Walmart. Go ahead and watch that one because it's probably more interesting. But anyways, get the phone, throw it in my car, don't think anything of it, bring it home because I wasn't just going to leave it in the parking lot. Might as well take the phone. And I didn't look at it yet, but I get inside and I look at the lock screen, and it's a very unfamiliar phone to me. It wasn't really a nice phone. I think it was like a fucking Cricket, like, weird phone that you would give to a kid, I guess. But it was a smartphone nonetheless. And I really didn't know how to use it, but I could tell that there was a notification on the front and it looked like a message. And I said, you know what? I bet that's the fucking owner's friend or something trying to get a hold of the person who found it. And I didn't know how to unlock the phone, but I figured it out soon enough, and amazingly it wasn't actually locked. I just had to like slide the front and it opened. And I looked at the message, and it was this big long ass message that said something along the lines of, "Hello, person who stole this phone. If you return this phone right now to whoever the fuck owns it, we won't file a police report," and all this shit. And it was written in fairly unprofessional manner. Not just unprofessional, but like childish, I guess. But anyways, I text them back, and I didn't say anything rude, but obviously I didn't steal the phone. So I just kind of said, "Hey, I have your phone. I didn't steal it. Your friend just lost it at the Walmart." And he said, "No, he didn't lose it. It was stolen from the beach, from his bag." And I thought, well, I don't know what happened here, but clearly this isn't my fault. I just found this phone. But he was adamant that I stole this phone, as well as his other friend who started texting me as well. So I had a lengthy text conversation with these people, and I discovered, one, that they were obviously, there's no other way to put it, they were middle schoolers. And it was obviously in the way they talked, and also on their Snapchat stories, you could see that they looked like middle schoolers. I didn't do too much snooping, but I did find that out. So anyways, after this long text conversation, I decided, well, I'd kind of like to give these kids their phone back because I don't really have any use for it. It's a shitty phone, and I'm sure they can't buy a new one. So I thought, how the fuck am I going to give them this phone back? They were still confident that I stole the phone, and they definitely went ahead and called me some shit. They tried to start out speaking professionally, but in the end they just got impatient and started calling me juvenile names and things like that. But I didn't go off on them. I knew there was just some kids trying to get their phone back. So anyways, I devised this plan and I proposed it to them. I said, "How about this? I don't want to give you my address because they're middle schoolers and I don't want them coming here and then throwing a rock through my window. And I don't want to drive to them and give them their shit back because that's a waste of my time, my gas, and I have really no reason to do that. And also, they might just throw a rock in my car as soon as I give them their phone back." So I devised this plan. I thought, how about this? I'll leave this phone somewhere in my apartment complex, which I'll describe very thoroughly, and I'll tell you exactly where it is, and you can come get it. And I think they were a little bit cautious about this at first because they probably thought, like a normal human being would, well, why would he do that? Why wouldn't he just fucking say he did that and then keep it? But anyways, they agreed to it in the end. So I gave them this long ass description. I was really thorough with it. I was really precise, and I hit it in a very reasonable spot. I didn't just like throw it out my back window or some shit. And then I told them word is, I said, well, I'm gonna put the phone down now, so I won't be able to text you anymore after this. Good luck. And that was it. I left it in view of my back patio, so I could watch them as they came and try to find it. And I got up the next morning, before I went to work. I checked that it was there, and it was still there. And I was like, oh shit, I guess they never got it that night. So later that day, I was taking a nap, and my roommate comes over to my room, and bangs on the door. And he's like, yo, get up. And I'm like, oh shit, what the fuck's going on? I thought there was either someone there to get me or the apartment was on fire or some shit. But anyways, I get up, I'm like, yo, what's up? He's like, that kid's outside. And I was like, what? How can you tell? He's like, he looks like him from the Snapchat, and he's like looking around. I was like, oh shit. I looked out the window, and yeah, there's this little fucking kid like skateboarding around and shit. And I was like, oh shit, that's totally him. And so we watched him for a while, and he kind of just disappeared and went somewhere else. And we never saw him again after he went out of our view. But later that night, I came back late at night, and I checked the location where I left it. And guess what? It was fucking gone. And I thought that was hilarious. So the kid got his phone back. I got to fuck around with some middle schoolers, and all fun and no harm, I guess. So that's about it. It was just kind of funny. They were definitely pretty pissed about it. They definitely thought I stole it. They probably still think I stole it, and I was just worried they're gonna call the police. But it's not like you can even do anything like that. Like, they're gonna fucking track the phone. The first thing I did was turn off the locations on the phone. And if someone stole it, by the way, they're not gonna fucking text you back, or like, they're probably gonna just take out the SIM card and be done with it, and then try and get rid of it as fast as possible. But anyways, that was about it. Hope you guys enjoyed the story. Thanks for watching the video. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye bye.